My name is Judy Bardwaj, and here is my presentation on why slut-shaming Taylor Swift doesn't even make sense. I just want to clarify in advance, I don't support slut-shaming in general, but it really doesn't make sense with Taylor Swift. So first of all, let's discuss what is slut-shaming. It is shaming women for having casual sex, shaming women for dressing immodestly or in a revealing way, and shaming women for acting unladylike and vulgar. And I've attached like some photos of articles that have been written about Taylor Swift in the past, mocking how many guys she's dated and just basically slut shaming her. So first of all, let's go over Taylor Swift's actions and behaviors in comparison to slut shaming. There is no record of Taylor talking about sex. In a 2009 interview with Allure, she states, "When you talk about sex and virginity, people just automatically picture you naked." Obviously, this is over 10 years old, and her opinions have evolved with her, but from an early age, she decided to make her sex life private. Taylor is one of the most modest dressing celebrities. My friend from home jokes, if you Google slutty Taylor Swift, there's literally nothing like on the internet. Does Taylor Swift even have a belly button? Who knows, because we've never seen her midriff. And then Taylor rarely even swore in interviews, which is kind of considered vulgar a lot in popular culture. She doesn't dance wildly, like she's not, like on a pole. And she's known for wearing classy light makeup. Here are some photos. This is literally what showed up when I Googled slutty Taylor Swift. This is what I would wear to like church on Easter. As she has grown older, she naturally has mentioned sex in her songs, but here's how she talks about it. In one of her songs, Dress from the Reputation album, she says, "Only bought this dress so you could take it off. Now I wake up by your side, my one and only, my lifeline." She does mention having sex, but it's with one person whom she loves and is in a serious relationship with, obviously by saying my one and only, my lifeline, whereas slut shaming is targeted at casual sex with multiple partners. Song lyrics continued. I said no one has to do what we do. No one has to know what we do, from Wildest Dreams in 1989. Our Secret Moments in a Crowded Room, which is Dress from Reputation. I Know Places We Won't Be Found. And all of these song lyrics talk about sex like it's private, not as something that should be flaunted. And part of slut shaming is it attacks women for finding sex empowering and for flaunting their sex, for talking about having sex publicly. And if you look at all these, she's keeping it a secret. She is not wanting to publicly talk about sex. She's saying that it's something that is private. And now this is the Lover album, which is considered one of the biggest turning points in her career. So the term lover has traditionally meant sexual partner. But in Taylor Swift's Lover album, she talks about having actual emotional feelings for her lover and even mentions marrying her lover. So she is changing the term lover. Like, she's changing what is supposed to be only a sexual partner into something and someone who she has feelings for. And part of slut shaming is saying, oh, you're having meaningless sex. You're not having sex with anyone that you have feelings for. But she is changing this term and saying, I'm having sex with someone that I have feelings for and only him. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand? I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover, which is obviously an allusion to wedding vows when it says ladies and gentlemen, and I take this man. So it's like she's saying your lover is kind of like someone she's marrying. And then she says, I like shiny things, but I'd marry you in paper rings. Sorry, I didn't mean to sing that. But it's, again, mentioning marriage and love in the Lover album. And this is a direct quote from her in an interview with Ryan Seacrest. It's an album about all different forms of love. Even when love hurts, this is an album about the full spectrum that love makes us feel. So I was like, this album is definitely going to be called Lover. So Taylor Swift has slowly revolutionized the definition of the word lover. Now looking at a different celebrity, Ariana Grande's music and image much more is about casual sex, yet she doesn't receive criticism or slut shaming. Why is that? Ariana Grande is more socially accepted by men, and her music is, more appealing to men. She has, the way she writes her songs, a lot more men find entertaining. She's considered more sexually appealing to men. She's, she presents herself kind of in a timid way that a lot of men like. It became almost trendy to not like Taylor Swift. Girls would say, I'm not like the other girls. I don't listen to Taylor Swift. Like, you know, they would start using, oh, I'm not like the other girls. And then Taylor appears more intimidating than Ariana, especially to men, since she writes her own music and is 6 feet tall. She's clearly like a very empowered woman, Taylor Swift, which oftentimes scares men. I'm not supporting slut-shaming Ariana Grande. I'm just trying to show how these artists have a lot of similarities, yet one is facing all this criticism while the other isn't. And in conclusion, I just want to say we should stop slut-shaming celebrities. Let women do what they want.